What's up, guys? It's Lefty here with the play of the day for Thursday, July 8th. We got a few more days until All-Star break, so let's try to end this first half strong. We should all have a good feel for teams and players. We should all have an established process for game selection. So let's pick up a few units before the break here. I'm really letting it fly today. I've bet 3 games that I feel really strongly about. Rather than try to narrow it down to just one, I said F it. Let's mix it up a bit and put some units at risk. So I have 3 plays, including a 2-unit play. I don't want this video to be 20 minutes long, so I'm going to briefly touch on all 3 games, and then at the end I'll recap the 3 plays just so it's clear what I'm on. So let's hop right into it, starting with the 2-unit play. We got the early one, the 12-10 start, Dodgers-Marlins. We got Uriah versus Sandy Alcantara. And let's go under the 7.5 here for the 2-unit play. We got 2+ pitchers in a pitcher's ballpark on a getaway day game in the afternoon after just playing the night game where some runs were scored. I'll be shocked if this total doesn't close at 7. So let's move on this one now and grab under 7.5 for 2 units. Next one up is an 8-10 start. We got Reds versus Brewers. Tyler Mahle for the Reds against Adrian Hauser for the Brewers. I think the only reason why the Brewers are favored in this one is based on some recent success they've had. But if we look at their schedule, it's just about as soft as can be. Starting up top, after getting swept by the Reds in mid-June, they go on to go 14-6 over their next 20 games. 7 of those games were versus the Rockies, the rest against the D-backs, Cubs, and Pirates. Not exactly what you'd call a tough schedule. Plus, this fits one of our rules, the Brewers' first game back home since June 30th. Remember, teams coming home playing their first game after a long road trip typically see a natural letdown spot there. I make this game more like Cincy minus 125. I think Cincy has better bats. I think the starter Mahle's better than the Brewers starting pitcher Hauser. We just need a few good innings from the Reds bullpen. I think we'll be all right there. So let's go Reds for the second official play of the day. The last game I have circled is a Thursday night late game. It's the last game on the board, 9-10 start. Nats Padres, we got Mad Max versus Yu Darvish. These two teams combined for 20 runs last night. Nats scoring 15 runs themselves. And I just don't see that happening here. It's a getaway game spot for the Nats, and both starting pitchers are just filthy, especially with the home-away splits we have in this matchup. Both with whips under 1, opponent batting averages under 200. Really like the left-on-base percentage for Darvish at 91. We want guys stranded on base with unders, and Darvish really bears down with runners on base. So we're going to go under the 7 in this one. Not really too concerned about the Padres bats as much as Washington. I know they've been hitting lately, but their lineup is so heavily reliant on Soto and Turner. And with it being a getaway game, we have the potential upside of maybe one of those two getting the day off. Regardless, Darvish should be able to handle them. So let's recap this real quick. We got 3 plays in total, all official play of the day games. Dodgers, Miami under 7.5, minus 120. We're going 2 units on that one. We got the Reds. Should be able to get even money, maybe even plus 105. That's just a standard 1-unit play there. And finally, the last game on the MLB schedule for Thursday, Washington Nationals, San Diego Padres. We're going under 7, minus 120. Low totals don't scare us there. So we got a total of 4 units in play, which is a big jump up from the standard 1-unit play. So if you don't feel comfortable having that many units at risk, you can always break it down in half, maybe go 1 unit, half unit, half unit. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide your confidence level, and you obviously don't have to follow exactly my unit distribution. It's just there to let you know my confidence level of the plays, but we all have different bankrolls and risk tolerances. You do what you're comfortable with. I just hope at the end of the day it ends with a plus sign next to it. And that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys have a profitable day, and good luck with all your bets. And as always, may all the calls go your way.